It's 10:30 a.m. in the morning at Uthiru Shopping Center. On a normal day, this stage is always almost empty, with matatus having picked and dropped passengers at their designated locations during the morning rushing hour. Today, it's a different story. Commuters had been stranded since 6 in the morning waiting for the few matatus that had complied with the reinforced Michuki rules. They showed up almost full. With hiked prices, the few spaces left are scrambled for. For the motorcycle riders, it's a chance to make a kill.
Mimi kwanza nikiwa mtu wa boda hapa Uthiru. Wacha niseme kwanza kwa town tulikuwa tunawapeleka kwa shilingi 800. Kwa sasa niseme kwa leo nimelima.
Such were the scenes across most of the country as the deadline to comply lapsed on Monday in what has now divided public opinion.
Serikali inafaa kuwa na mikakati mzuri. Kama ni kurekebisha, wanarekebisha once and for all. Si ati wananchi wanateseka siku 2-3, sahi kwenda town unalipa 100.
The notion that the enforcement that we are trying to enhance as at now is going to lapse, that one I can say that is not going to lapse. There's what we call consistency. The approaches in law, we should be consistent, and then we sustain the consistency. So it is there to be sustained.
But as the debate continues, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'I is now vowing to implement the rules in total warning that the government will not be twisted into reviewing its stance.
Let's come to terms with this. We must go back to an orderly way of life, and that is going to be our way of life. We are not doing this campaign for a month or for 2 months or what have you. It's a total return. And as I said, it's not as if we did not expect this to happen. We expected that they would do these kind of games they are doing and so on, or we withdraw the vehicles, we will strike and so on. They can keep their vehicles home, but we will not relent and we will not accept to be blackmailed by anybody.
Inspector General of Police Joseph Boynet saying that about 2,000 vehicles that did not adhere to the reinforced Michuki rules were impounded on Monday.
That include matatu operators, including operators of private vehicles, and even users of PSV vehicles who have not fastened up. So when you get into a vehicle, ensure that the vehicle is compliant with the law. You comply with the law also as a driver or as a motorcycle rider. Because when you get behind a wheel or jump into a bike, you're assuming a very serious responsibility over your own life and the life of other road users. So as the CS has said, we must all act responsibly at all times.
A meeting between Federation of Public Transport Operators, Interior Principal Secretary Engineer Karanja Kibicho and his transport counterpart Esther Koy met at Harambee House resolved to have a task force that will look into resolving outstanding issues formed. The meeting also agreed to have vehicles that had complied with the new regulations returned back on the roads.
The Federation has assured us that it is not a strike. Is we withdraw as they seek clarity on what the enforcement officers will be looking for so that they don't find themselves on the wrong side of law.
The government had given public service vehicles operators until Sunday evening to have complied with a host of traffic regulations that are meant to restore sanity back on the country's road.